There was a website that was called Reddit, had pedophiles all over the place, so someone had to stop them and made a video to drop them, but they started reporting with grace. I hate to tell you guys, but there are pedophiles on the internet, and I'm not even saying that as a joke. There are actual people that agree with other people that pedophilia is good. Apparently people believe that. I don't know about you, but I don't believe pedophilia is good. This video was actually inspired by this one guy named Sly Dog. Shout out to him. I'm putting his original video in the description, but he made a video basically outing this person who is openly a MAP. MAP completely lost its meaning. I'm never saying that word again. An MAP, a minor attracted person, is someone who is attracted to minors, of course. Now, these people try to justify attraction to minors by saying it's just love. At the end of the day, it's just love. But at the end of the day, statutory rape is a word, and you're going to jail. Basically, this all started with a post about this girl named Now, I'm bleeping her name because obviously she's been having people report all these videos about her. So, we're just going to bleep her name because I don't want this video taken down. I don't want to get a strike. And if I do, that's bullshit because I already got one strike. One more after that, I'm done. This channel's deleted. So basically, already crazy off the bat. It's called A Map in Love, a blog by Cruz, and on the picture is a grown-ass woman holding a little girl. So we can already tell where this is going. Jesus Christ, I can't keep my head straight. Holy fuck. My name is Katie Cruz. I am a girl on a journey trying to navigate this sometimes frightful, messed up world. I guess you can say I'm a cartographer. As a matter of fact, I'm a map. What's a map, you may ask? I'm just gonna put it out here. I'm not laughing because I think it's a funny situation. I'm laughing because I think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So what is it about me that makes me a map? Well, I tend to find myself attracted to people much younger than me. MAP stands for minor attracted person. I feel a romantic attraction to girls 14 and under. And just like any other people's orientation, it's not something I chose. Okay, let me just right off the bat say this. If you are someone who identifies to be a MAP or someone who happens to be attracted to children, get help. Seek help. Don't go ahead after children to endure your fantasies. Seek help. Get a psychiatrist. Now, obviously, it's something you can't choose and something you just have feelings for. Okay. See a psychiatrist. Holy shit, the reason that you made it bad is by actually preying on young children. Alright, let's continue. But I don't let that trouble me. I still found love, both ethically and within the law, and I've also lost love. And this is my story of how I try to cope with society's construct that marginalize and often vilify people like me. If you don't understand that, I really don't understand the whole thing what she's saying, but what I'm getting at is she's basically saying that society is wrong for hating people like her. I don't know if this should be said on the internet because YouTube has a history of defending pedophiles, but pedophilia is wrong, morally wrong and bad. And if you have those bad thoughts, maybe it's best to stay away from children or try to seek help. Because those thoughts are not good. Although it's based on an opinion, you could say that about anything. Those thoughts are universally horrible. Let's continue. But I refuse to let society define me. I know who I am. My purpose in life is to help other MAPs and marginalized people find peace and happiness. This is my ministry. Alright, so they explained what a MAP is. It's a minor attracted person. It's an umbrella term that encompasses an attraction to prepubescent children, an attraction to pubescent children, an attraction to teens, an attraction to babies. Attraction doesn't equal action. One feeling does not predicate that they will act illegally or immorally on their own action. Again, get help. Doesn't matter if you don't choose to have these attractions, you need to get help. Oh my God, it's not good. Stop trying to moralize this shit. Minor attraction isn't oriented as affirmed by the American Psychiatric Association in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, 5th edition. Yes, it is an actual mental illness. That's why it's called a mental illness, because you need to fix the mental illness, or at least try to get help to suppress that shit. Let's see her blog. So, crazy thing right here, just straight up a grown woman holding a child who looks like a fucking toddler. Crazy picture to choose. Didn't have that on my bingo card. All right, here is part of it, which I'm gonna read. Please bear with me. I'm gonna turn my camera off so you can see the entire thing pretty much. All right, I went over to my friend's house, and as soon as I came in, Lucy came running to me, wrapped her arms around me and her legs around my leg. I bent down and kissed her forehead and hugged her. She asked me if I wanted to see her toy house that she was painting, and of course I did. Gonna be an artist when she grows up. So if you're confused at this point, I'm gonna explain in a second. So if you don't know who Lucy is the name that this woman gave the love of her life, because she doesn't want to give out her real name. So she calls her Lucy in the blog. But fair warning, Lucy at the time is around 7 years old, and Kate believes her to be the love of her life. So just keep that in mind as you read this. And if you have that in your mind, it gets a lot worse as you read it. It's not just some happy mother-daughter figure. It's literally predatory. She continued painting, so I went and picked up her baby sister, Chloe. I held her and talked to her for a while. Pretty soon, Lucy came back in and sat next to me. She started trying to tickle me and wrestle my only free arm as the other one was holding baby Chloe. She told me right at the beginning that she's ticklish all over. I started tickling her belly and pinching her cheeks. She was going for my underarms. I managed to get her under her arms, and she started squirming all around. She was still holding onto my arm while squirming, and I pulled her in and I wrapped my arm around her. She was so soft and warm. What the fuck am I reading, dude? Pretty soon, my friend came in and got the baby to feed her, so Lucy challenged me to an arm wrestling match. I let her win. She then wanted me to pick her up, so I reached for her, and she flinched, saying I was going to tickle her. After several flinched, I told her I promise I won't tickle her. I kept my promise. She then let me pick her up. She wanted to stand on my legs, so I sat down and held her hands while she climbed on me. She then wanted me to pick her up again. She was so soft and cuddly. Ew! Her mother told her that she needed to brush her teeth, so I carried her to the bathroom and let her grab her toothbrush. She started getting heavy, so I had to put her down. We ended the night with her climbing on the couch behind me and wrapping her arms around me before she went to bed. This is the most cuddles I've had in a long time. I love her so much. I hope I can see her more often. What the No! Dude! No! This is not how you act. Here's this one, a kiss I'll never forget. This is going to be a hard listen, so please bear with me. I got to babysit my friend's 9-year-old daughter. She's cute, slender, and has a dishwasher blonde, shoulder-length hair. We decided to have a slumber party and play Monopoly, so I brought out a bunch of pillows and blankets and fixed us some popcorn. Halfway through our game, we started trying to catch popcorn in our mouths, then we started to try to throw it in each other's mouths. We were laughing and giggling so hard I threw a piece of popcorn at her, completely missing her, and got her between the eyes. From there, it devolved into throwing popcorn at each other, making a mess. At that point, I grabbed a handful of popcorn and threw it at her. She lunged towards me, and I sort of tackled me. I was flat on my back. Her right knee was between my legs, and her left to my right. Oh! Again, please click off if you don't feel comfortable. She had both of my hands pinned oh my fucking god, I can't. She had both of my hands pinned to the floor above my head. I was pretty much a stalemate. We were both silent as we gazed into each other's eyes, and she was beautiful, smooth, pale skin, her gorgeous blue eyes, her hanging down, fucking hell, dude, her hair hanging down above my face. We lay there what she seemed like several minutes, but really only a few seconds. I smiled, she smiled. Without thinking, I pouted my lips and she leaned in and gave me a pet kiss. I smiled again. I was so happy and turned on. The words just came out of my mouth. I love you. I love you too, she said, still smiling. My better judgment kicked in at this point and realized that I couldn't go any further. By then, she had to let go of my arms, and I raised up, wrapped my arms around her, and turned her over, so she is now sitting up between my knees, leaning against me. She grabbed my arms and wrapped them around her. I rested my head on her right shoulder. She was soft and warm and smelled like fresh body wash and clean laundry. I closed my eyes, her smooth face against mine. I thought to myself, I love this girl so much, and I let out a sigh before opening my eyes again and kissing her on the cheek. I love you. I said out aloud again. Holy shit, dude. She turned and kissed me on the cheek. I love you too, she repeated. We sat like this for a few minutes. Neither of us said much. It was weird. We were like so comfortable talking and laughing before, but once we professed our love, we both became shy again. I finally broke the silence by asking if she wanted to watch a movie. She got excited and talkative again. I grabbed the remote and queued up Netflix. We watched Emperor's New Groove while she was still cuddling my arm. It was the best night ever. Holy fuck, so much to unpack here. Again, you should have been clicked off the video by now if you feel uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable right now, but something needs to be said about this girl, or yeah. The fact that this shit is allowed on the internet scares me. We already have politicians in office that act like this and are but the fact that now this is allowed and normalized by other people is very terrifying. Stay away from my future kids. Thank you very much. Jesus fucking Christ. If obviously you didn't see my face, but I was literally like trying not to throw up because this shit is just so disgustingly horrible. And I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. You know what? This is going to be the end of the video. Please check out her blog and contact her because this shit should not be normalized. Again, if you really are attracted to minors, seek professional help. It's not that hard. Holy fuck, dude. Send her mail. Send her messages, please. Tell her she's being unreasonable and she's a pedophile. She is a horrible human being. I don't advocate for cancel culture, but Jesus Christ, this is horrible. This might be like the most angry I've been in a video in so long. This actually is disgusting. Like, holy shit, she should be locked up for life. Fuck. And the fact that this has been going on since like 2003. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You know what? End of the video. Goodbye. Subscribe, I guess. Fuck.